Hey everyone, Paul Finck here, and we are here for our Facebook Live. This is Maverick Mondays, and I am Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire, and we do it different every single week, do it different to create different results, and different results in my life, different results in your life. And what's really magical is that when we show up differently, when we create a different existence, we actually create a different existence, not just for ourselves, not just for our immediate family, our friends. We create a tsunami of effect that creates a difference for everybody in the world. And so we're here to talk about what to do it different. Hey, Christine, hey, Dom. And Raphael, pleasure. Glad you were able to join us. Welcome, guys. And we're creating a difference for the whole world. And that's what this program is all about, every single week being right here. Go ahead and comment below. We are here doing things different and creating different results by thinking different, acting different, doing different, creating difference in our lives and everybody else's. Today, I wanted to talk about whining, complaining. And, you know, one of the challenges with talking about whining and complaining is I may have to whine and complain a little about whining and complaining. The reality is that, whoa, you cannot go anywhere these days without hearing people whine and complain about either our society, their family, their selves, their communities, their circumstance, whining and complaining. The title of this broadcast is Whine or Win. It's your choice. And I want you to get clear on that it is your choice, that you can decide every single day whether you whine, whether you complain, whether you can just spend your moments complaining about what is, or decide that you can change it both internally and externally by speaking it into the universe. And that's so profound. You know, it's real simple. You walk down the street and you smile, and it doesn't matter where in the world you do this. So many people talk about cultural barriers and language barriers and how everyone's different. Wherever you are in this world, they talk about, oh man, we're different than those guys, or those guys are different than those guys. And we're all so distinctly different. However, there's one universal, and that is you smile, everyone smiles back. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. How profound is that? You know, when we begin to realize that humans are humans, so they're basic universal absolutes. You smile, you give good intention, you give positive vibes, and you get good intention and positive vibes back. It's profound. Now consider that. Consider that, what if you gave negative vibes? What if you gave negative energy? And what would we call that? Whining, complaining, kibitzing about what you don't have in your life, about what isn't going right for you. You know, people, and unfortunately our whole society is about, oh, I've got a toothache, I've got a headache. You never hear them say, I've got a non-toothache, life is great. I've got a non-headache, I'm feeling wonderful. And so we're prone, even in our language patterns, to talk to the negative and to give it like some real substance and some energy, rather than talking in the positive. So I want you, and I challenge you, talk in the positive. Feel what that looks like. You want to really win the game of life. You want to win at everything that you do. Find the best of it. Find the best of how your day went. Find the best on how your work went. Find the best on how your relationships are. Let's work in, and now I've got a background. I've got a background in psychology and neurolinguistic programming and hypnotherapy, and I've been trained in a lot of different modalities that all, as well as social psychology, salesmanship, all the components on how to persuade, influence, on how to move people, and how the human brain really works. And so I want you to consider this, that when you put it out there, you're going to find it. When you go to search for it, you're going to see it everywhere. Then when you go in, for instance, go and buy a new car, or you're shopping around for a new car and you decide, I'm going to buy a Honda. All of a sudden you drive on the road and there are Hondas everywhere. Like you see them all over the parking lot. You see them all over the highway. You see them everywhere. Why? It's because you've focused in your energy to find that which you are paying attention to. And you're finding the Hondas because you're now focused in and paying attention to them. So you're seeing them everywhere around you. Well, imagine you're in a relationship. Imagine you're in a relationship and you've decided the relationship is not going that well. You've decided it's not working for you. Hey, Julie, welcome. We're going to talk about your promotion. We've got a big promotion and launch going on for Julie Cotton. And just to give a plug out to her, she's got this great game. You've got to go take a look. And Julie, if you want to give the link right here, just go ahead and post it here so everyone knows where to go to help you with your launch of your game. It's a fun, it's a family game. It's a game that you can utilize for a party game. It is an improv against normality. And just giving a shout out, this was created within our community, and Julie is just doing phenomenal job in bringing it to market. And so this is the beginning of it. So I want to give a plug out to her. Getting back to what I was saying, just do it different and dare to feed into the positive of that, of everything that you're doing. The profoundness of that you will find what you're looking for. So when you're in a negative relationship, or more profoundly, you've decided it's not going to work out, you will find every nuance of what that person is doing to be annoying, every nuance of what that person is experiencing in your surroundings to bother you. And you will pick on the smallest little things. When, on the flip side of that, when you are in that honeymoon phase and you've decided this relationship is just amazing and you want to make the best out of this relationship, you will find every reason to just love the relationship. You will find every reason to praise the other person. You will find every reason why it is working just to the nth degree. And you will pick out, I love this about them. I love that about them. I love the way they do that. I love the way they scratch their nose. I love all the things that later on you'll start picking apart because you've decided it's not going right. I will tell you, look for the positive in your world. Excellent, Julie. Look for the positive, what's powerful in your life. Make it happen for yourself and watch the power. So, I teach, for instance, and I taught my children that love what you're doing, no matter what it is. And you won't need to be doing it for long, because people will find that energy, find that excitement, and it'll be so attractive that you'll be pulled into new and even better opportunities. You'll be pulled into just greatness all around you because you love what you're doing, and it shows. That passion begets passion. So I taught my children, for instance, even when you're working, and I taught them a good work ethic. So they've all had jobs of one sort or another. And so when they've worked, and my one son, Stephen, is a great example. He worked at Chick-fil-A and got Employee of the Month at Chick-fil-A. Now, here he is working for minimum wage. He got really excited. He got a raise, and he got a 15-cent raise, and really like built him up. Not because of the 15 cents an hour, but because it was a pat on the back and an accolade for what he did, which was to show up with passion and positive energy, which showed up and everyone noticed. This is what every one of you should do in your jobs, in your business, in your relationship, in your life. Get passionate about everything you're doing. Get excited about the future. Get excited about where you are in the present, and get excited about the here and now. Just treat it with that energy. Positive energy begets positive energy. You want more greatness in your life. Be positive and energetic no matter what you're doing. How about those people that whine? How about those people that complain? You see, now sometimes they don't even know what whining and complaining is. They've lived it so long in their life. I got to tell you, for anyone who's listening here, go ahead and comment below. I want to hear the biggest whines and the biggest complaints you've ever heard. I want to hear what they look like and sound like so that everyone knows that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing as your whines and your complaints. And when you say them, take note, be aware, stop, shift, say something different. I'll tell you, it's fascinating. I was traveling around the country, and in traveling around the country, and I've got events and I do trainings and boot camps and masterminds all around the country and around the world. And so in my travels, it's always fascinating to me. One of the whines and complaints I hear is, well, either that doesn't work in my backyard, or I couldn't possibly go to that place because that's too far from my backyard. For me, that's a whine and that's a complaint. Move, go. You see opportunity, you see what you want, move to it. I've had people that say this far, and this far meaning it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes down the road. That's too far for me to go to get opportunity. Oh, I really love it. I want to attend, only it's half hour away. Are you going to do something closer? Are you going to bring opportunity right to my doorstep? I had one person recently tell me the event was going to be 2 hours away from where they were going to be or where their home was. They said that was way too far away for them, and that couldn't I come closer? I went, do you want me to do the event in your home? Would that be okay? They didn't seem to like that. And I got to tell you, this is just complaints. You see opportunity, go for it. Find it, grab hold of it, chase it down to the end of the earth if that's what it takes. Because that's where opportunity lies, and that's where you can win and create abundance in your world. We've got a lot of comments here, and now I will tell you, not a complaint, just a fact, is that I now need some of these around with me at all times to absolutely read some of this. My brother complains about how there is no point in being a part of the system. Well, not sure. He would rather be homeless than pay into our government. Oh, no. Yeah. I've had people, and Julie, great point. I've had people that talk about that they don't want to earn any more money because then they would have to pay more taxes. I got to tell you, my goal is to pay over $1 million in taxes. Just do the math on that. Pay $1 million in taxes and watch how your life will change. Absolutely. Hey, Rosanna, not taking the time to improve themselves because it takes too long, so they do nothing. Yeah, take too long. I've had people tell me that they want a business like that. They want an opportunity like that. Rosanna went to nursing school and got her degree and went through all the years of going to school, really building herself up, going through the process to create it, and now accomplished. And yet at the beginning of the road, oh man, it looks like it's years down the road. It looks like it's going to take forever, and yet one foot in front of the other. I talk about give me the 5-year plan. Give me 5 years. 5 years of your life to do what most people will never do. And I'll give you the rest of your life to do what most people never get a chance to do. Most people will never take that first step because, oh my God, it's 5 years. I want it today. I need it today. I want it right now. And the reality is that all of a sudden it's 5 years later and they've moved zero. They haven't moved their life. They haven't improved at all. And now they're in the same spot they were 5 years ago. And if only they took the path of actually putting forth the effort, 5 years will go by no matter what you do. And yet 5 years from now, you could have a whole different abundance around you, a whole different world. That's what we're talking about here. I created it in my life, and I can't believe it's been so long. It's been no, 13, 15 years of real focused on this journey, on creating the life that I now have. It didn't take that long to get to this spot. However, it's been since about 15 years ago since I started on this journey. And what an incredible space I'm in now to be able to say that, to look back and say the movement and the risks and the leaps of faith and the absolute positive energy I put into my life 15 years ago created the abundance I have now, created the ability to do what I do as far as a lifestyle, as far as travel, as far as giving abundance to my children, as far as all of these components that I now have in my life, as well as having the business I love, being able to do what I love every single day and hang out here every day with all of you. That's what is my passion now, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't have the options to do what I'm doing now if it wasn't for the decisions I made so long ago to eliminate whining, eliminate complaining, get into the game, get busy, keep clear with my mind, and just go for it. Taking leap after a leap of faith after leap of faith to create that existence. So no matter how long you think it's going to take, it's going to absolutely take longer to not do it, or at least it's going to feel that way. What are the complaints that you're hearing? What are the things that, man, just it's amazing, because most people don't realize what they're saying. How many of you have heard people, oh, I don't want to pay taxes, so I'd rather not work. I don't want to earn any money. I've had people turn down opportunity, major life-changing opportunity, because, well, that was going to put them into a higher tax bracket. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense, because I'll tell you, earn more money, the rest gets taken care of. Earn the money, and man, a lot of your challenges will go away. What else we got going on? Hey, Guy, Robin, thank you for joining us. And we're talking about whining or winning. It is your choice. I create a no whine zone. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like for my household, for my family, for my students, all the people that work within my company, across the board, we create a no whine zone. You're not allowed to whine in my presence. You're not allowed to complain in my presence. Just, you start it, leave. You can, there's the door, just walk out, or I walk out, because there's no reason to have it in your life. What you put out there, you will get back. And as long as that negativity is around you, you'll end up attracting more and more of it, and you'll start getting more and more negative in and of yourself. So shun it, avoid it, create a new existence, a new universe. Most of my life is focused around people that are positive energy, positive environment. And so we all strive to create a better world, and always looking for doing something better, greater, bigger, just tremendous, and enjoying the journey every step of the way, versus, the earth is coming to an end. There is no future. Doomsday all around you. Who's heard those things, especially recently? Stop. The world is going to continue as long as I am, and I plan on continuing for a long time. Positive energy, for instance, looks like, I am 54 now. I turned 50 a few years ago. And when I turned 50, I started with the mantra, 1/2 century down, 2 more to go. Yes, I plan on living to be 150 years old, and I say it almost every day. Every day, putting it out there, I'm going to live to be 150. Do you think that shifts how you act, how you eat, how you exercise, how you put it out there? Does it shift how you behave to other people? Because you're looking for long-term relationships, long-term business. I need a business that's going to sustain me for another 100 years, not just another 10, 20, or 30. How about your business? How about your life? How about your body? Are you looking for it to sustain you for another 100 years? No, it's possible. Know that you absolutely are speaking it into existence. Have you ever heard the people that talk about, the C word. They talk about illnesses on a regular basis and they go, oh man, I think I may be getting it now. What happens to them? What do we see happen to them more often than not? Sure enough, they get that illness. Sure enough, they get that disease. Sure enough, something bad happens to them. I don't know whether they spoke it into the universe or not. I just watch that. I see the connection of the dots. And I think to myself, I've got a choice. I've got a choice to speak that or not speak that. I've got a choice to say it into the universe or not. So why would I take the chance that maybe I did create it by my words? Just maybe I did manifest it. Why would I take that chance? Don't even come close to manifesting it. Don't whine, don't complain. Put positive energy, positive environment, positive to who you are, what you're doing, how you feel, what's going on in your existence, and what your future looks like. When you do that, watch how the rest shows up. Hey, Terry. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Remember to jump back on track when you fall off the path. Some will say, oh, well, I already stopped. Oh, man. Me too. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. One of the things that takes probably the most amount of energy, and this is the real deal, for most people, they think if only they knew a technique, a strategy, if only they knew a system for building business, everything would take care of itself. I got to tell you, I've seen some of the smartest people in the world. I've seen some of the most amazing people out there that weren't able to hold it together. And when they weren't able to hold it together emotionally, with having emotional intelligence around what they were doing, they fell apart. Their business fell apart. Their personal life fell apart. Their relationships fell apart. And it would all cascade from there. Being in control of your emotions, and keeping your head about you when others around you are losing theirs. Really keeping clearing on task with how you want to show up. Being that positive energy all the time, and watching when you fall off track. So many people there's certain language patterns that I teach and I talk about. Be aware of certain words not to say, and then people say it once or twice and we're like, I can't learn this, and then they stop even attempting the process. They stop doing the exercises. They stop taking note of what they're doing. There maybe I'll talk about goal setting, and they'll set goals and then they won't reach them. So they'll say, oh, goal setting obviously doesn't work. Really? Absolutely stay the course. Know what is right and then do it every day, and watch the incremental change in your life create a tsunami. I talk about consistent, persistent behavior. How when you build that up step by step, inch by inch, one action at a time, doing it every single day, will create a major change in your life. Do it for one day. Do it for a week. Do it for a month. Do it for a quarter. Do it for a year. Watch where your life ends up. Track it. So here we are, and this is absolute. Create a zone of no whining, no complaining, always positive energy, always positive output. I will dare you, I challenge you to do it for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on, find the silver lining, find the positive energy, find the positive intent inside of you, and project it from the rooftops. Find the reason why everything is great and keep on moving forward. Do that for the next 30 days, and I guarantee you, you will be in a different space, both mentally, emotionally. You'll be in a different space in your business, even I would dare say financially. Do it for 30 days and watch the shift that happens. And then do it for another 30 and another 30 and another 30 and another. And keep on, because it is the place. You can either whine or you can win. It's up to you. And you have the control and have the choice to make it happen. This is Paul Finck. This is the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays. Whine or win. I choose win every time. Look forward to winning with all of you by my side. Take care, everyone. Till next time.